Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a WWE 2k18 Universe mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. This is Monday Night Raw, 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And tonight, we have another big show in store for you with the champion of the universe. The Universal Champion Seth Rollins returns to Raw. After winning the championship at TLC, he makes his first appearance as the new champion. Well, we will also see Xavier Woods go one-on-one with one half of the tag team champions Carl Anderson. The Golden Troop will take on the Revival in tag team action. Baron Corbin will take on the United States champion Dean Ambrose. Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella will take each other on in a triple threat #1 contenders match. And our main event, Rollins returns to take on The Miz in singles action. Tough contest there for Rollins tonight. But it's great to see the champion back for the first time as champion in quite some time. So, Carl Anderson defeats Xavier Woods. The Revival defeat the Golden Troop. Dean Ambrose gets a victory as well. And it's time for triple threat action. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've had to make a little bit of an adjustment, but it's up to you guys. Obviously, the Royal Rumble would have been great to do for the women, but I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I didn't realize the women couldn't be in a Royal Rumble match. Sorry, I just assumed they could. So I tried to find another way to overcome that and make it happen, but it just isn't going to work. So unfortunately, we can't do a women's Royal Rumble match, sorry. And I apologize for that. I really, really do. I wanted to do it really badly. I thought it would be a lot of fun. I had a lot of great surprises and things like that planned for you. But I guess the best we could do is an 8-women's battle royal, but it just wouldn't be the same. So I do apologize for that. Instead, we're going to do a triple threat matchup here tonight to determine who will take on Nia Jax for the Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble. If you want to see anything different, if you want to see the 8-women's battle royal, let me know. We'll try and figure it out. We'll try and do something, make it fun, make it good. So let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see. The Women's Rumble, well, Battle Royal, or the Women's Championship matchup. Alexa Bliss, she actually won that Battle Royal we saw a couple of weeks ago to determine who would be the #1, well, entrant, who would have the best spot in that Rumble match. Alexa Bliss was going to have it. Unfortunately, it's not going to mean anything for her, but what it has meant is that she's put herself in the driver's seat here to become the #1 contender for the Women's Championship. So a big opportunity on the line here tonight. Carmella has been impressive. She's picked up some victories over the last number of weeks, giving her a spot. Sasha Banks, very close in that Battle Royal as well, and has been very impressive herself. So these 3 women all have been excellent in the last couple of months. So this is a chance for one of them to take a spot at the Royal Rumble and have a championship opportunity, if that's what you guys would like to see, against Nia Jax. Triple threat match here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Women's action, Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Carmella. As Alexa coming after Sasha to begin with, and now Carmella as well. Well, tough assignment no matter what. No matter who wins, because obviously Nia Jax is waiting, and we know how dominating and devastating Nia Jax has been. She's been absolutely unstoppable since winning the championship. In fact, she's been unstoppable ever since arriving on the roster about 6 months ago. She's been excellent, and Nia Jax continues to get better and better. That's the scary thing. She's getting better. She defeated Becky Lynch at Survivor Series for the title as Sasha gets taken to the outside there by Bliss. So it's been tough going for all the women who's tried to take down Nia Jax. And Alexa Bliss is looking good right now. May have the toughest assignment of them all if she does make it through here, because obviously the size difference is so big. You know, you'd have to think Alexa Bliss has no chance, but Alexa Bliss is a fighter, and she will give everything she's got. If not, she'll find a way. She'll cheat. She'll do something. She'll try and manipulate the referee. She'll try and get the calls that she wants. She'll try everything she possibly can to make sure she walks away as champion. Can she make it happen? I don't know. As Sasha lands down on Carmella with a second rope splash. Don't think she got all of it, as Carmella's looking okay back to her feet now. As Carmella takes down Sasha Banks as well. Tosses her down. Bliss is back in the ring and slams down Sasha, who's going to try and get the hell out of the way. Not a bad idea. It's now the neckbreaker inbound. No, misses out though as Carmella with a counter. Now looking for the side Russian leg sweep. Takes down Alexa Bliss. And now Carmella Will she turn her attention back to Banks, or she'll continue to work down on Bliss? Maybe a bit of both as she continues to attack Bliss right now. Banks is against the ropes, just trying to catch her breath for a moment there, but Carmella had a chance to attack Bliss. She tried to do so, but Banks able to get in her way and costing her that opportunity. Sasha now coming back after Alexa Bliss with the right hand. By Bliss attacking Sasha Banks, trying to counter back as Bliss taken down off her feet. Sasha trying her best to wrap up the arm. And Carmella gets in on the act, and Carmella, DDT! Big time DDT there by Carmella, but can't take advantage as Sasha Banks rolls out of the ring. And that's a smart decision there by Sasha Banks, because obviously tough going indeed there with that DDT. Anything could have happened from then on. As now, a big shot there by Alexa Bliss. And Alexa going to the crowd, taunting away, the crowd booing her. The thumbs were down, not exactly thrilled by Alexa Bliss's attitude right now, as oh, she may pay the price for it. No, missing out though, as Bliss with her inverted DDT takes down Sasha Banks again. Carmella, Statmed, takedown. Oh, and the knee in the back to follow it up. Don't sleep on Carmella. We've seen her in NXT come very close to becoming Women's Champion down there. She hasn't had the opportunities here on the main roster on Raw and SmackDown, but this may be her night. If she gets the opportunity at the Royal Rumble, you never know. She's the type of competitor that can just get the performance done on the night. She may not be the most, brilliant in the ring, the most technically gifted, but she has the ability to pull out one of those epic performances, and that's all you need. If you can make it to the dance, you just have to give your best performance on the night to get the job done and take away that title as Bliss enters back into the ring and makes a major impact right from the get-go, taking down both women. Here's the cover. Sasha Banks in trouble, but quickly kicks out at one. So for Carmella, she just has to deliver one of those great performances that we've seen her produce. She has the advantage of having faced Nia Jax in the ring before as well, as now the DDT there by Bliss. Sasha Banks really in pain right now with that DDT, delivering the skull right into the mat, and she has not moved an inch. Carmella now coming back after Alexa Bliss, trying to stop Bliss from gaining advantage here, as now, oh, Carmella missing out as Alexa Bliss able to get out of the way. And now the spin into the leg drop as Sasha Banks regains consciousness maybe. She's back to her feet anyways. Alexa trying to work down Sasha a little bit more. I think with that DDT, that was enough. And if she can find it again, she'll win this match, you'd have to think. Bliss taken down though. And now Sasha's trying to get Alexa to the corner. Can't quite get there. Realizing she's losing her grip, so she decides to try and get Bliss on the mat. As now Carmella re-enters this matchup. She re-enters the frame. Carmella can't seem to get going here as Sasha Banks now taunting the crowd. Sasha Banks not exactly well liked either around here. As, oh! She's another one of those competitors who has that cocky, arrogant attitude, but well, at times fails to back it up. She talks about how great she is and how she's the boss of the women's division, but it's been a while since she's held a singles championship here. And Sasha Banks taken down again. It's been over a year and a half, in fact, for Sasha Banks, whereas Carmella and Bliss have yet to hold one. So at least, I guess you could say at least Banks has got the championship in the history books, as now Carmella wrapping her hands around the chin of Sasha Banks, wrenching the neck back. As now Alexa, look out, neck breaker, no, the shoulder into the back of the neck instead. Just as effective, maybe even more effective. That tip of the point of the shoulder, very, very hard. And if you have your neck hit it, it's going to hurt. Hurricane Runner there as Sasha taken out of play. Alexa Bliss has a hold of Carmella now. And Alexa, oh, thinking about the DDT. Carmella tried to counter it. Alexa hit back with an enziguri. And a one of her own there by Carmella. Carmella now, maybe looking to put Alexa Bliss away. Carmella has her up. Oh no, Bliss with a counter, shoving Carmella down, and now tossing her away, and down she goes as well. Will this be it for Carmella? The cover. Bliss can't get it though. Counter one. Sasha's re-entering this matchup here. And she's taking her time, waiting for her moment. Alexa trying to fend off Sasha Banks here. And Sasha gonna go for a suplex into the back of Alexa Bliss, who's taken down. Sasha to beat Carmella, no. Big match here. The winner will have the perfect opportunity. Will take on the champion at the Royal Rumble. If not, then they will have something big in store for them at the Royal Rumble as well. In that Battle Royal matchup. Oh, kick out there by Sasha. And hang on, Bliss back in the ring, and oh, connects with a DDT straight away. That's what you gotta do. Sasha's down, and she comes in and hits one of the biggest DDTs of her career because it gets her the victory. Sasha couldn't get there, and Bliss is going to the Rumble. Well, we said earlier, she may be the smallest in this match, the smallest, in fact, in the entire WWE, but she's got the ability. Can she get it done? Can somehow Alexa Bliss defeat Nia Jax? It's a David versus Goliath situation, but if anyone can do it, well, it might be Alexa Bliss. She certainly has the confidence in herself. Or can she back it up at the Royal Rumble? The Royal Rumble is coming your way Sunday, March 4th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time. And on that night, 30 men, both from Raw and SmackDown, will enter the Royal Rumble match. Only one will survive and win, with the winner going to WrestleMania for an opportunity at a championship of their choosing. Will they go to Raw? Will they go to SmackDown? That is the situation that we will find out after the Royal Rumble, and we will find out who will win the Royal Rumble March 4th, right here on BrendenPlayz. Well, the champion returns to Raw. He is in the building, and he returns after what was a vicious beatdown by Samoa Joe at TLC. So can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? We are seeing the Universal Championship around the waist of a superstar. It's the first time since Survivor Series we've had a Universal Champion here on Raw. And his name is Seth Rollins. And what a man to have that championship. But Seth didn't exactly have the great night that he was hoping for at TLC. Let's take you back to TLC. While Seth Rollins just won the Universal Championship, it was Samoa Joe taking it to Rollins post-match, when he would slam Rollins straight through the table. And he would follow it up with this, a muscle buster as well. And much more to go along with that, including a hard-hitting TLC contest. Rollins was out for a couple of weeks, resting up from just a lot of pain and soreness. But he's back now. He's healthy, he's ready to go, and he has to be, because the Royal Rumble, Rollins defends that Universal Championship against John Cena. We're going to hear from Seth Rollins in a moment's time. Let's check in with the champion. Let's see what he has to say about his Rumble match and what happened at Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Well, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs was one of the greatest nights of my career, but also it was one of the worst nights of my career, because whilst I won the Universal Championship, a friend, an ally of mine, Samoa Joe, attacked me, assaulted me, and injured me. It was a night full of a range of different emotions, because whilst I was so happy that I won the championship, I was also devastated that Samoa Joe would stoop that low and do what he did to me. I respected Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe fought by my side against the NWO. We took them out together. And now Joe, all in the name of the Universal Championship, attacks me and attempts to injure me to try and get this championship off of me. Joe, if you wanted another match against me, all you had to do was say so, because I'm willing to give you a matchup whenever you like. But Joe, I'm not going to give you a match if you're willing to go behind my back and attack me and try and hurt me, because that's not the way I want to defend this championship. I want this championship to gain the honor and respect that it has not had for many months, because we saw what Goldberg did. He would do whatever it took to keep this championship around his waist. It just wasn't right. It was not fair. In fact, I want to try and forget about Goldberg completely. It's my mission now to turn the Universal Championship back into a prestigious title that people want to watch and people want to earn. It's not about keeping the championship by all means necessary. It's about earning the title and winning it fair and square. So Joe, until you can step up and do things the right way, I'm not interested in taking you on. A man that will do things the right way is John Cena. And I'm glad that he beat you, Joe, recently on Raw. I'm glad he's the #1 contender because I respect John Cena. He's another man that helped me take down the NWO. And I'm happy to give John Cena a match. In fact, I'm looking forward to taking on John Cena at the Royal Rumble. He's a great competitor, and he's a man that I feel as though deserves to be a champion as well. So John, I look forward to seeing you at the Royal Rumble and having our match, but just understand this. I just won the Universal Championship, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I can keep this. I'm going to give the match of my life. I'm going to work harder than I ever have before because I don't want to lose this championship. I have worked too damn hard to get this championship. So John, you better be at your best because I am at the peak of my career. I am better than ever right now, I feel. So John, I hope you give me your best and we have a classic match at the Royal Rumble. Well, there you have it. Seth Rollins is heavily disappointed in Samoa Joe's actions. He feels almost betrayed by a friend. And Rollins does not want to take on Samoa Joe until he shows some respect to the champion and his championship. So we'll see if Samoa Joe can do that. If not, well, maybe Rollins will refuse to take on Joe until Samoa Joe obviously forces his way to the championship title picture. Maybe he'll do that when Samoa Joe enters in the Royal Rumble. Big match here tonight for The Miz. He'll take on our new champion, Seth Rollins. So can The Miz get a victory? We've seen plenty of The Miz over the last number of years in Universal Samoa, but when it comes to singles titles, hasn't quite been his thing. He's been excellent in the tag division. Of course, the A-lister team of himself and Tyler Breeze. The Miz sent Tyler Breeze packing to the other brand not long ago. Since then, we kind of waiting for The Miz to break out as a single star. It hasn't quite happened. But our general manager of Monday Night Raw, Christian, has decided to give The Miz a huge chance to shine. An opportunity that The Miz has been begging for. He hasn't quite had many. So this may be a chance for The Miz to really showcase his ability to step up and be a star here on Raw. That's what The Miz is trying to do. He wants to prove that he definitely is an A-list talent, and he is deserving of an opportunity for the Universal Championship one day. Miz hasn't quite been anywhere near a world title as Seth Rollins showing off his acrobatic ability right there as he lands down on The Miz. Follows it up with a fist right into The Miz as well as Maurice is ringside having a chat to the champion early on. So The Miz, this is a big chance for him. He hasn't won a singles championship. He hasn't really had much success as a singles. You beat the Universal Champion, that immediately catapults your career. The Miz would love to have success. He'd love to be a part of the Royal Rumble matchup itself. He hasn't quite been confirmed to be in that match yet. I'm sure he would love to make sure that's a definite. And I think Christian is looking at The Miz here tonight, getting a bit of a better look at him, trying to figure out whether or not he deserves a spot in the Rumble and whether or not he has a chance to win the Rumble, because it obviously is brand competition. We'll see superstars from Raw and SmackDown. So our two general managers are trying to find the best talent possible to be involved in that Royal Rumble. Now, of course, we may see a couple surprises here and there. Maybe even an NXT superstar will get an opportunity. We're hearing an NXT TakeOver that a Royal Rumble spot will be on the line in a matchup at TakeOver, so that's going to be big. So we're going to see someone from either Raw, SmackDown, potentially NXT, win this Royal Rumble. So when it comes to the brand warfare, you definitely want to have your brand be the one take that victory. And if you're Christian, you're looking at The Miz and wondering whether or not he has what it takes to go all the way and win the Royal Rumble. What a win it would be for The Miz, and what a way to catapult his career and kickstart it off after it's been a bit of slow going since losing the Tag Team Championships. Oh, as The Miz takes down Seth Rollins with an axe handle right there to the skull of the new Universal Champion. Seth Rollins winning the Universal Championship tournament, which culminated at the Tables, Ladders and Chairs pay-per-view. And on that occasion, Seth Rollins would defeat Samoa Joe, a man who, well, he thought was an ally and a friend. As it turned out to be, Seth Samoa Joe was only interested in winning the Universal Championship this entire time. Never cared about Seth Rollins, never cared about Cena or The Undertaker or taking out the NWO. It was all about himself and wanting to win the Universal Championship. He failed to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Goldberg, and then it was all about getting a bit of revenge for his actions and what happened. And then when it came to coming this close to the Universal Championship and almost winning it, well, Joe just couldn't handle it. He snapped, he took down Rollins, he just couldn't face defeat. So Joe had a chance to fight back and get himself an opportunity at the Royal Rumble, but he failed. John Cena beat him in a singles matchup on Raw as Seth Rollins is lining up The Miz right now, looking maybe for a superplex off the top of the rope. Oh, Rollins! Hang on, he's still got a hold of him. Rollins now into the Falcon Arrow. Superplex into the Falcon Arrow. Could be it here for The Miz. The A-lister in trouble, but he's able to kick out. Beautiful combination of maneuvers there by Seth Rollins. That is a reason why he's the Universal Champion right now. Those types of moves set him apart from the rest of the competition as The Miz with a running knee. Nicely executed there by The Miz. Seth Rollins would love to go to the Rumble with some momentum behind him. Obviously losing a bit of time as champion, a bit of time to get himself in shape and prepare for the Rumble. He's lost the last 2 weeks because he's been recovering from a bit of a minor injury. So Rollins needs this match. He needs to get out here and start to prove himself and get himself ready for Cena, because he knows, Seth Rollins said it earlier, he knows Cena is going to come in with everything he's got, and he hopes to have a classic match with John Cena at the Royal Rumble, and I think we may see it. I think we may see an epic between the two of them. Both men certainly have the ability to put out a great performance each, and maybe at the Rumble we will see both men give the performance of a lifetime. John Cena is chasing a 4th world title reign here in Universal Mode. He is currently the highest. Oh, forget about that. And Seth Rollins with the knee right to the skull of The Miz, but he gets the shoulder up. The Miz able to survive the knee out of nowhere, and this time The Miz able to kick out maybe Rollins, and not able to get as much power behind it because of the fact that it really was hit out of nowhere. Rollins couldn't really deliver the setup that he was looking for. Now the knee off the top of the rope as well. He misses out there. I tell you what, if he hits that ripcord knee, it would have been well and truly over. Oh, it's The Miz with a running knee right there to Rollins. Now looking to line up Seth himself, maybe thinking about the skull-crushing finale. Can he find it? No, not quite. Oh, he's going for it now. There it is. Well, he stalled a little bit, but he got there in the end. Here's the cover. Will we see The Miz upset the new Universal Champion? Oh, Miz thought it was going to be 3. I tell you what, the referee was a little bit slow on that 3rd count there. The Miz may have a case there. The referee holding his hand long in the air for the 3 count, waiting for Rollins to maybe kick out. As now Rollins wraps up The Miz and connects with a suplex, taking down the former World Tag Champ. And Seth Rollins continues to work away on The Miz right now, working on the chin of the A-lister. Rollins now has The Miz, and here we... Oh no, misses out as The Miz with another counter, and takes down Seth. What a win this will be for The Miz, as we said earlier. What a way to catapult and just get his career back on track. We've been talking about The Miz for a number of years now, waiting for him to break out, and so many new superstars have come along and probably taken his opportunities away from him. You know, we've seen the likes of Seth Rollins rise to the top. You know, Dean Ambrose, we've seen Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor. We've seen so many names come through, AJ Styles, many names come through, whilst The Miz has still been here this entire time and hasn't been able to break through. And when the competition continues to get harder and harder, you have to wonder, will The Miz ever break through? Will he ever get to the top? He certainly believes he's good enough in his own head, but I think he's the only person who believes he is, maybe other than Maurice, as a skull-crushing finale, again to Seth Rollins, but he's wasted a lot of time. Will this be enough to beat Rollins here? He wasted valuable seconds, and Rollins again will kick out, and The Miz cannot believe it now. Well, I thought he had him. I thought The Miz had his man right there, but Rollins just able to kick out. Rollins able to survive, but I gotta say The Miz probably wasted couple of valuable seconds there. Every second is so crucial when you try to defeat the world champion. It's now Rollins. Inverted DDT takes down The Miz. Seth Rollins certainly has to respect his opponent right now. The Miz is taking it to Rollins, giving him a hell of a matchup right now, as Rollins with a super kick right in the button there of The Miz. And Miz now with an uppercut to follow it up, trying to bounce back into this one, trying to stop Seth Rollins from getting himself back into it, and trying to stop Seth Rollins from overtaking and getting this match back on track for himself and stealing the momentum away from the A-lister. Here's the Northern Lights suplex. Is this going to be it here? No. The Miz able to kick out. Now Seth Rollins lining up his man, maybe thinking about that ripcord knee again. Can he find that knee? Will it be enough to beat The Miz? He's trying to go for it. No. Miz able to find a counter, able to get behind Seth Rollins. And if you're Seth, you don't want to be there because that normally follows the skull-crushing finale. Miz now trying to block. Attempted suplex by Rollins, looking to get him for the full Nelson and slam him down. As Miz with a beautiful neck breaker. Wow. And I tell you what, if The Miz could just remain consistent and deliver these types of performances night in, night out, there's no reason why he won't have success as a singles competitor here on Raw. Here's the cover again. The Miz, no. The Miz has got the potential. He's showing it right now. He's having a tremendous performance. He knows that if he has a good effort here, win, lose or draw, it doesn't really matter as long as he gives Rollins a fight for his money here tonight. Another knee there by The Miz, and now slamming down Rollins as well. The Miz is looking great. He may upset the champion tonight. Rollins is in trouble. As now Seth gonna roll through, and now super kick on the button. And that may be the turning point. It doesn't take much for Seth Rollins to get back into a matchup. One small mistake could cost The Miz here. Seth now, right hand. Oh no, here it is. There's the knee. The ripcord knee into the skull, and The Miz has got nothing left. He can't kick out. He's looking at the lights, and Seth Rollins survives. Well, Rollins may not be 100%. He believes he is. He says he's ready to go, but I tell you what, Rollins looked a little bit rusty here tonight. The Miz was really good, but Rollins able to work through a tough match and was able to survive. The Miz, I tell you what, on another night, another occasion, he might beat Seth Rollins, and The Miz might have his hand raised, and who knows, a title could be coming his way one day. Unfortunately, though, for The Miz, it just was not his night. Seth Rollins able to survive, able to get the job done, and able... Oh no. Oh no. Well, Seth Rollins said a few things about Samoa Joe earlier on, and we may be about to see the former #1 contender come to the ring now. Samoa Joe is in a foul mood, and he is here to fight. Well, Seth's just gone through a really tough match with The Miz. Joe does not care at all. This is exactly what Seth Rollins did not want to see from Samoa Joe. Or maybe, hopefully Samoa Joe's out here to respect Seth Rollins and shake the hand of the new Universal Champion. Let's hope. My money's on Seth Rollins maybe looking at a beatdown here from Joe. Well, oh, Rollins is not going to risk it. Rollins is coming after Joe, who blocks that right hand, and now Joe. Here comes the rights from Samoa Joe. Well, we'll never even know what Joe's intentions were. Rollins is not even trying to wait around and let Samoa Joe get the jump on him as Rollins right hands, but missed out on that drop kick there. It's going to cost him. Joe now boots down Rollins and takes him down. Rollins didn't quite catch all that drop kick, and because of it, Samoa Joe is able to take advantage. Joe now has Rollins into the corner, harshly bouncing off the turnbuckle. And this is not where you want to be against Samoa Joe. Not at all. Rollins, oh no! Muscle Buster! Oh my goodness. Joe has laid out Rollins here on Raw, but, well, we might not be finished yet. The #1 contender for the Universal Championship has seen enough. John Cena is on his way to the ring. Well, Cena must have heard what Rollins said earlier on, saying that Rollins respects John Cena and hopes to have a great match at the Rumble. May the best man win. And John Cena has just seen Joe come into the ring and attack Rollins for no damn reason. And now Cena is here to make sure that that gets put to an end. Cena approaching the ring now. The shirt's off, the hat's off, and here comes Cena. Joe with the right hand. Immediately coming after John Cena. And now Joe with the right hand at Cena. Here comes Joe. Back and forth here. And it's now Samoa Joe trying to take down Cena and do what he just did to Seth Rollins. Cena's in the corner. Joe's trying to hit the muscle buster, but Cena with the right hand. Cena with a couple of big boots right to the midsection. Cena now gets Joe and tosses him over the top of the rope there. Meanwhile, Rollins trying to get back to his feet. Rollins and Cena face to face here. Both men looking each other in the eye. And Cena and Rollins with a bit of friendly banter back and forth here. Well, this is what you like to see. Two men who'll see each other at the Royal Rumble. Just reminding each other a little bit what they're all made of. And what they're all about here. Meanwhile, Joe back to his feet. Cena and Rollins watching Samoa Joe. As now Samoa Joe taunting away himself. And oh, whoa, hang on, Rollins! Realizing Joe's out of the picture. Now Rollins trying to send a statement to Cena. Well, Cena's in the ring. And Seth Rollins is tired of getting beaten around. It's time for Rollins to make a bit of a statement of his own. Rollins has got Cena on the top of the rope here. And Seth Rollins, oh look out, drop kick as Cena gets sent to the outside of the ring. Seth Rollins taking down Cena. And that's a message to Samoa Joe, I think. And we'll see this match at the Royal Rumble. Rollins is not going to quit. He's not going to back down from a fight against anybody. Cena will meet Rollins for the Universal title at the Rumble. And much more as well as that matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like on it. Make sure you head over to the forums, BrendenPlayz.com/forums to join up. It's free and continue the wrestling discussion over there. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz. Let's try and hit 300 likes in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So before you go, make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe to see more episodes. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And I'll see you all in the next video.